Okay, Hayes Mega here, and today I was supposed to have a race. We were supposed to race the Phantom Hair Scramble on the Sauron Lightbee, this one right here, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, pretty much the whole state is under shelter-in-place orders, what they call it. Another word for a lockdown. But anyway, the race I was going to go compete in today didn't happen, so, which is okay because I haven't got my upgraded battery for the Sauron Lightbee yet, so it's supposed to come next week, so. But anyway, I got something from China today, alright? Or Hong Kong, anyways. So I ordered some Footpegs more than a month ago, okay? So let's so this is the package it came in. So let's take a look at it. I'm gonna cut this way. They sure put a lot of tape around it. All right, there you go. That is the somewhat unboxing. It comes in a like kind of, oh, there's already some stuff falling out of it. It looks like the bag is not sealed anymore. it's in a resealable bag, but not. Okay, I'm gonna go take all this stuff out and then lay it out so you guys can see what it comes with. Okay, there they are. I've laid everything out that comes with the package. So if you guys are wondering where I got this from, bam, right there, eBay. I got it on eBay. It's called One Pair Motorcycle Bike Off-Road 304 Stainless Steel Footpeg 4-foot pedals, 8mm. Okay? Now, I don't know if these will fit the Sauron, but I know these are very similar to the ones that Sauron UK sells on their website, so that's why I bought them. They're a little bit cheaper than the Sauron UK ones, so I bought them. I ordered this in the beginning of February, and it's now like mid-March now. So it took me like a month and a half to get these. They're coming from Hong Kong. That's what the yeah, it says well, I don't know. It says, actually it doesn't really say where it's coming from. It says China, Hong Kong, Taiwan. Okay, also I realized I should paint them before I put them on the bike. That's what I did with, actually when my bike did not come with these foot pegs right here. They did not come with these foot pegs. I had to buy them from Lunicycle and put them on. The previous owner removed the stock foot pegs, and they put some funky folding foot pegs on it, and I had to buy the stock ones to put them back on there. In my opinion, the stock ones are okay. They're not too bad. But like I said, you probably won't notice how not good they are until you install some better ones. That's what I'm going to say. So, all right. I will install it, but I will not like install it. I'm just going to show you what it looks like when it's installed, and then I'm going to go paint them, and then I'm really going to install them the next day. But I will show you how to uninstall the foot peg and install it. And you have to have the stock foot peg mounts at least, because they mount onto your stock foot peg mount. So you have to have the mount right here. This part is going to leave. So this is my stock foot peg with my homemade Supermoto Hades Omega Spec Supermoto slider kit puck on it. Okay, as you can see, I've been dragging it quite a bit. Look at it; it's pretty worn out. Hades Omega's been doing a pretty good job at the track. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, and I kind of like this. This actually worked really well. But we're going to go put some better foot pegs so we can, the bike will be better to ride off-road, and I'll have a little more lean angle before these start touching the ground. So that's the one thing I didn't like about these foot pegs is with the sliders is that this puck is so big. It's really big. The other one has this, it's just this shoe that kind of mounts onto it. All right, so first step, we got to uninstall the stock foot pegs. Let's do it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the C-clip out of this. So get yourself a really small tipped screwdriver and then kind of rotate it so you can stick it in there. There'll be like a little gap here. And just right there, there you go. Just came right out. Well, and the washer just fell out with it. Alright, that was pretty easy. So basically what I did was, it's on there like this, right? So I just went and stuck the, I think it's this way. I went and stuck the screwdriver in like this, and then kind of twisted it a little bit, and it just popped right out. Okay. If you got a skinny enough pair of needle nose pliers, you can probably get it in between this, the washer, and the E-clip, and just pull it right out. So, but yeah. Also, mine was rotated this way in the beginning, so it helps if you rotate it this way, so you got the butt part, the back part of the Pac-Man to pry it off. Okay, so there it is. Cool. And then you take the pin out. Pin out. It's under spring tension, so it may be hard to get out. Okay, just wiggle it and out comes the pin, and the spring pops out with it. Okay, so there it is, uninstalled. Okay, so here's what you should have when you take it out. There's the E-clip right there. There's a pin. There's a spring, and then there's a washer. Okay, and then the foot peg itself. And you won't have the puck on here. Skateboard wheel here. It'll be, that's Hades Omega's handiwork there. All right. Yeah, see, that's Hades Omega's handiwork there. This is what we're gonna do to the new pegs. Wow, dude, all the paint is almost all gone off of it. It needs a repaint. So I think these are aluminum foot pegs. Actually, what we should do is weigh them. We'll do some comparisons right now before we install the new ones. Okay. Yeah. So I had painted this one black, and my idea was I'm gonna paint it black, and then eventually it's just there's gonna be certain parts that wear, and it's gonna be like, aluminum colored, and that's what I was going for. So basically, right here, the teeth that are gripping your boots and stuff is all worn out, and then the edges are not. Oh well, the edges these are supposed to be black, but I freaking dropped the bike so many times, so the paint had rubbed off already. But yeah, they've taken quite a beating, and so they're decent foot pegs. I'll tell you that. I haven't broken them yet, and they're aluminum and they're lightweight. So, all right, so that's what you should have. Okay, so that's what the mount looks like right there. Okay, just leave that like that. All right, so we're gonna do some quick comparisons between the two. I have the new foot peg here. I'm gonna call it the eBay foot pegs right here. So this is the foot peg with the slider hardware, with the foot peg and all its hardware and the slider. Okay, so let's weigh the new stuff. So that's like three screws, a cotter pin, a pin, the slider itself, a spring, and the foot peg. Okay. So it weighs 12.8 ounces, okay? Let's see if you don't install the sliders. Let's take all the slider hardware out. Okay, so it's 11.4. You gain an extra ounce with the sliders. Okay. 12.8 and 11.4. Okay, so let's check the Hades Omega spec stock foot pegs, Sauron foot pegs, and it weighs 7.6 ounces. So like the new foot pegs are literally weigh almost twice as much, like 10 ounces more. Okay, so let me take the slider off. Okay, removing the Hades Omega spec slider system out. Very good in my opinion. I'm pretty happy with my work here. See how much the foot, so it was like what, 7.4 ounces before, So with just the foot peg and the mounting hardware, you're going to 5 ounces, so super light. I'll tell you, Suron went to great lengths to make all the parts light on this bike. Okay, if you just want to, and if you just want to measure the just the foot pegs themselves, the stock foot peg is 4 ounces versus the new eBay foot pegs 10.6 ounces. So it's going to add some meat to your bike. The good thing is the weight is down low. Okay, one more tech. Okay, so these foot pegs are supposedly stainless steel, so the good thing is they will not rust. Just like the stock foot pegs. The foot pegs are made out of aluminum. So I got a magnet here, and it seems like it's slightly magnetic. It's not super duper magnetic, and I believe that's what stainless steel is supposed to be like. It's supposed to be slightly magnetic. And then obviously the stock ones are aluminum. They don't. It doesn't attract the magnet at all. So okay. So that's the differences. This is heavier. It's made out of steel. It's probably much stronger, in my opinion. I think. So that's good. But honestly, I didn't have any problems with these foot pegs breaking at all. So, so one is stainless steel, one is aluminum, and then look at the difference in the sizes. So this is the eBay foot pegs are twice as thick. Twice as wide, as I want to say. The platform is twice as wide. It's slightly longer. I would say 5 millimeters longer, maybe. Okay. How thick is it? It's the same thickness, pretty much. And even the teeth almost line up. What I don't like is it doesn't have a little some good foot pegs will have a good like a spike at the very tip, so your boots could grab onto it and press onto it on the edge. This does not have it. This kind of does have it. It's not very sharp though. This just has a lot of spikes. So if anything, this is probably better because it'll grab your boot more. It's got more spikes. You may wanna, if you want to make this sharper, you may want to get a file and sharpen these so they're. I think no matter what, they're just gonna round off over time, anyways. These ones look like they're sharper, but these are used, so these are pretty. Yeah, they're pretty smooth. so these are a little bit sharper, just a little bit. And I'd imagine these are probably going to wear out like this, but it's not going to, probably won't wear out as fast. These are made out of steel, so they're roughly the same height. Yeah, they'll give you they won't make. It's not thicker at all. It's heavier. It's wider. It's a little bit longer. Okay. And I believe this is the right one. This is the one that we're supposed to install on that side. Okay. Let's take a look at the bottoms. Not much to talk about. So this design has the Suron design has a single kind of crossbar right here. This one has like this kind of like like a star or a hashtag type of thing, or a asterisk. Yeah, so the designs are actually very similar. This is just the biggest difference I can tell you is it's just wider. It's much wider, and it's a little bit longer. It has more spikes, and it's stainless steel, and it's heavier. Both should have really good corrosion resistance. Okay, so yeah. All right. Also, let's see how much my Supermoto slider dealie weighs. Supermoto slider, 2.8 ounces. Okay, the hardware, and then the new Supermoto slider, 1.6. So the Supermoto hardware is much lighter, about half as light. So okay, since with the light bee, every ounce, every pound counts. Okay, because it's such a light bike, and that's the beauty of it, But hopefully these new foot pegs will give us better control over the stock ones. That's what I want to say. All right, and then we'll compare the height of the or how thick the foot peg is with the sliders on it. So my biggest complaint about this is it's thick, and it touches the ground really easily. So but it's okay. Okay, so now that we got all the comparisons out of the way, let's go over to install. How to install these bad boys. Okay, so Hayes Mega has been practicing just for you guys so I can make a good video. Okay, so you got your foot peg here. It's going to go on like that. It helps to put... So one thing I found out is you can use either pin. You can use the new one, or you can use the old one. Actually, the new one has a C-clip. Yeah, the new one has a C-clip. One of them uses an E-clip, one of them uses a cotter pin. Either one is fine. And it's not loose, it's made the exact same tolerances. See? Okay. Well, that hole for the cotter pin is really big. Okay. So I will show you how to install it with the new one. Okay. So there's two. You can reuse the old spring. This is the old one, and this is the new one. So what I found out is that the new one, either one works. This one has a little claws to for it to rest on it. This one kind of just rests on the perch right there. This one has a little claw where it rests. Okay, you can use either one. What I found out when I installed it earlier is that the new one is a little less tension than the stock one. Okay, so you can choose either one. I will show you both installs. Okay, with the new pin. You can use either pin too. So first thing to do is get the foot peg in position, and then get the holes lined up. It should fit. Okay, and then go ahead and put it's supposed to be like this. So on the left side, you're going to want this guy here on the right side. So it presses on the perch here. Okay. So kind of just slide that in and kind of press it in so you can get the pin in there. You got to get the pin through the hole. Sorry if my hand is blocking the way. Try to... There you go. Okay, so you're going to want to press on the pin and slide the pin all the way through. And then kind of just line it up so it goes all the way through like that. So that's installed. So you can see good amount of resistance. It springs back just fine, no problem. Okay, I'm going to show you how to install it with the stock spring. So to take it out, you just pull the pin out, wiggle this, and I would put your finger over the spring so it doesn't go flying. Okay. So this is with the stock spring. Like I said, this one has more tension. It's going to spring back harder. Doesn't really matter. I think either one will work fine. Same way. Get just a little bit in there. Don't put it in all the way. And then you're going to want it so the little claw is on the right side. And press that in there, and make sure the claw is on top of the perch. Okay. You can also put it in at once, all at the same time. Okay, so just make sure, press down on the spring so it goes through the spring, and then just make sure the claw is resting on the perch here, and the other part is resting on the foot peg right here. There's another claw on the other side that's going this way, and then you're just going to want to finagle it. It's going to be a little bit harder too. It's under more tension. You're going to want to finagle it until you can get it through the hole. There we go. Okay. And then final thing to install is the cotter pin. Stick the cotter pin through there. I'm not gonna bend the cotter pin, but get it in a position where you can bend the cotter pin, and then just bend it around. Okay, preferably the other way so it won't fall out. So yeah, you're gonna want to just spread it until it goes all the way around, and then that'll keep it from working its way out. Does it work with the washer? Good question. Let's find out. Yes, it does. It still works with the washer. So I would put the stock washer back in too, because it works with that. It'll be plain. It'll be moving around a lot less. So, and then you're gonna want to. I'm not gonna do it, but you're gonna want to fold this so it goes around there. Now, can you do it with the E-clip on there? Yeah, you probably could. Let's see. Let's try. But yeah, there it is. It's installed. spring is just fine. It's got a lot of tension. Okay, a lot of tension. So it's up to you which spring you want to use. You can keep one as a spare, you know, just in case you break it, it breaks or something. Okay, so all right, then we're gonna go. Let's go uninstall this again, and let's see if you can install it with the E-clip. Let's work it out. Okay. So we're gonna use the stock pin with the new foot peg and the stock spring. You could, like I said, you could use either spring. Get the pin in there, push this down, get it through the spring, okay, and then try to work it into the hole on the other side somehow. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the washer in, and then you're gonna put the E-clip in there. So you're gonna put that in. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna uninstall it right away. But what you're gonna want to do is just get a pliers and then have one part of the jaws like right here, and then one on the E-clip, and you just squeeze it, and it should click into place, and that'll keep it from coming out. It's up to you which one you want to use. Either one works. Yeah, either one works. This one you just I mean, this one you can reuse the cotter pin, but you know, after you reuse it a couple times, it's time to replace it. This one you can reuse all the time, I think. You know, until I don't think it's going to break so easily. Both of them you can use with the washer. Okay, so all right, there you go. That's how to install it. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to install it with the pin going down this way, not this way, because this way it'll work itself out if the pin the E-clip does come out. Okay, so Hades Omega I will probably use the stock hardware is what I'm thinking, because it's already kind of painted black. I'm going to use the washer and the E-clip and the stock pin. Okay, the new one, you can keep them as spares. The new one consists of the pin and the cotter pin. Okay, so it's a little simpler, and you can still use the washer too. So. Because the cotter pin still fits in the hole. Alright, cool. And then I'm going to kind of show you how to install the Supermoto sliders. I'll show you what it looks like when it's totally done. But Supermoto, this is a Supermoto slider right here. What these do is if your bike goes down on the track, it keeps the foot peg from digging into the track and messing it up, you know, and it makes your bike slide. So when these go up, it slides on this. I kind of don't recommend using this off-road because you may lose it. So, but this is how you install it. What the hell? Okay, so you're gonna want to put the shoe in there, press it all the way back, and then put this little bracket here, and then go get your self-tapping screws and just screw it in. That's it. And you would just screw it all the way. So that's what it looks like with the whole dealie in there. But it's not tightened yet. So. Alright, so there you go. That's how you install the eBay foot pegs for your Sur-Ron Light Bee. They look much meatier. I'm like a little disappointed they're not very sharp. Yeah, I don't even know why there's spikes over here. But I guess it's just to support your boot. You're going to want to put most of the pressure on the outside, okay? I'm a little disappointed that the spikes aren't taller on the outside. That's like what a good foot peg would have. You would have a taller spike out here, so you can get more leverage or more force down on the outer part. It'll help you turn the bike or lean the bike more. Okay, so there you go. That's how to install it. I'll in the next video clip ahead of this, I will have it installed on both sides, and I'll show you what they look like with the final product. But Hades Omega is going to paint them before he puts them on the bike. So, all right, Hades Omega out. Okay, Hades Omega here, and there they are. They're installed. So one of them, I put the Supermoto slider on, And then one of them I took them, I didn't install it, so you can see what they look like with it on and with it off. I call it a Supermoto slider shoes because it kind of like is like a little shoe that slips on there. Okay, so let's see. There it is. Maybe I should have painted the bracket black too. I could probably I'm gonna wind up taking it off anyway. So there it is. That's with the shoe on there. That's what the bottom looks like. I painted it low gloss black, just in case you guys are wondering, with Duplicolor. It turned out great. It finally dried. I ran it again on with the heater, and I am using the Suron mounting hardware, and it fits perfectly. So there it is. It's very big. We can go. I'll go get one of the stock pegs, and we can you can look at it side by side. It looks huge, but really it's just only a little bit wider. You know, I mean it's like twice as wide, but it's wider. It's nothing. So why Hades Omega? Don't I recommend you leave the Supermoto slider thing on there all the time? If you're going to be riding in the dirt with a bunch of rocks and stuff and places that you will most likely be dropping your bike and your foot pegs will be rubbing up on rocks and stuff, I don't recommend having it because it'll just destroy it. It'll break it, you know, and just rip it right off. These are really only for racetrack use. So like I said, it keeps your bike it lets your bike slide is what it does. So the foot pegs don't dig into the ground and damage the track or your bike. You know, you want your bike to slide. So that's why that's there. The good thing about this guy is it has a lot more ground clearance. Now I have a lot more ground clearance before it starts scraping. All right. Okay, so there's the other side. Pretty nice. Looks great, nice and black. So I'll tell you now that the top where the spikes are, the paint will rub off, and then if you rub it on rocks and stuff like Hades Omega always does, on the enduro stuff, enduro cross stuff, you're gonna rub the paint off. So I rubbed a good amount of the paint off of my Suron foot peg. So yeah, so there it is. Here's what the bottom looks like. It's kind of like a bear claw type thing. Pretty nice. It's raining right now, so I'm not going to go for a ride. So I will have a separate video with me riding just like around the neighborhood, and then I'll probably have a separate video when we go to the off-road park, and then I'll let you know. We'll ride it around a little bit, and I'll let you know what I think about these foot pegs. I definitely think they're an upgrade over the stock foot peg. So yeah. All right.